Today I'm going to show you how to condition your cutting board, and I will be using our all-new beeswax based board conditioner. So we're going to start by just putting a little bit of this board butter on here. A little bit goes a long way. And you can use your hand or you can use a paper towel. I prefer to just use my hands. Doing this on a regular basis is going to allow you to protect your board from bacteria buildup that happens whenever your board dries out too much or from overuse, because we do use our cutting boards to cut on them, and the knives can cause little tiny penetratable cracks where bacteria can build up, moisture can settle, and then of course your board starts smelling bad. It becomes a little bit of a health hazard because you're cutting fresh foods on top of that bacteria. It also helps keep your board from splintering, warping, sometimes even splitting open, and those can of course all be dangerous hazards. Warping can cause your board to be an actual uneven surface to cut on and can cause you to cut yourself, and we've all had splinters, so we know what that's like. The most important thing is to remember that you should never use normal cooking oil to do this. No coconut oil, no olive oil. Those oils actually go rancid inside your wood, and it can make it a really, really horribly smelling thing that just sits in your kitchen. So now I've made sure that I go in all these juice groove slots here around all the edges, and now we wait 2 to 3 minutes and then we'll buff it out. So now we're gonna take a paper towel and we're just gonna buff this out. Be really thorough. You wanna make sure that you really get down into the grain of the wood. This is gonna allow for the wood to still breathe, but have a moisture barrier so that no bacteria gets built up down inside the actual fibers of the wood. You want to make sure you get down in all the edges, just like when we applied the conditioner. And this can take a little bit of work, but I promise it's going to be worth it to be able to have this vibrant color on your board and be able to have the length of your board's life extended. A well-conditioned board can last anywhere from 5 to 10 years. So this is definitely worth it. Lots of buffing, and you'll see that the color on the board is definitely coming to life. This is something that you're going to want to do every 1 to 2 months to extend the life of your board, and that's going to depend on where you live. If you live someplace that's really humid and there's a lot of moisture in the air that can penetrate your wood, you want to make sure that you're doing this a little more frequently so that, again, that bacteria doesn't build up inside your board. If it's cold where you live and you have your heat on and the air is dry, you're also going to want to do this so that the oil that's inside the conditioner can penetrate it and it can put some more moisture inside that board, keep it from splitting, cracking, warping, all those things I talked about a little bit ago. And you're just gonna keep buffing until you stop getting that residue off the board. When you rub it on it, your paper towel is gonna come off pretty clean when it's ready. And you'll be able to feel how smooth it is. And look at that color. And that's it. Now you know how we go from this to this.